Hey, what's up, y'all? I'm Blue Badge Crypto, bringing you another Bitcoin and market update. But listen, if you're not already on the Twitter, get over there at Blue Badge Crypto. That's where you're going to get the most time-sensitive alerts on trends, trading, and analysis in the market. 7 in Bitcoin, guys, here on the 2-hour chart to start off. If you're new to the updates, we can backtrack a little bit. If you've been following, though, you have a great idea what we're looking at. Where I was telling y'all for days after we broke down from this red line, back tested as resistance, that we were going to come down, test this yellow line once again. We did that, had this perfect bounce off this area right here, right off this yellow line. That's at 38439, guys. And we essentially went up here on this 2-hour chart in pretty much just a straight line right here, guys, which is nice to see for a pump. Had that perfect reaction off the line. But what we typically get when we just go up here in a straight line is we start getting straight lines back down, guys. And you can see that's kind of happening now. And we came and hit that red line once again. I mean, perfectly. I mean, look at these levels I have marked for y'all, guys. I mean, right here. I mean, you can't really get much better than that. And that's why I have a mark for y'all, guys. But now we are coming back down, guys, after that perfect reaction off that line. Now we're coming back down. And I think for this to be a bullish reversal on this lower time frame, guys, for this to be, a downtrend here, and we've broken that level and now we're reversing, I think that we need to find support here very, very soon, guys. I would want a bounce really essentially in this level that we're in right now. I wouldn't want to really go below this level. If you remember, guys, I was updating y'all on Twitter. This 39660 was where those weekly candles were opening and closing at. Okay, it was that that level that needed to close above or below from that weekly open and weekly close. So you can see we're kind of reacting to this level right now. Even if we look on the lower time frames, you can see how this level is still acting as importance to us right here, guys. So like I said, I think if this is going to be some type of reversal, and I'll kind of draw that out here just a little bit for y'all. I think if this is going to be, some type of, reversal here where we've, kind of come up, hit this level, we come back down, find our level of support, maybe do something like this. If we're going to have some type of bullish reversal like this, where we see continuation getting back above our red line as support, holding that level and coming to test these higher levels, I think we need to get some type of reaction right here, guys. I think if we start coming down here lower on this lower time frame, guys, and we start coming down and testing this level down here, this is a pretty bad look. This is a bearish look right here, especially at this lower time frame, kind of this minor level. If we get below that and we back test, we're just essentially doing a BART pattern, guys, where we've just come up and we're just going to come straight back down to exactly where we started this pattern, guys. Okay. So that's what I want to see. And then that could literally be in the next minutes, and maybe even before I can get this totally uploaded for you guys. So we'll see what happens here. But like I said, I want to see a reaction here coming below this minor level. And for reference, that's at about 39.2. We come back below that level, back tested as resistance. We're going to come back down to that yellow line, guys. Okay. And we come back down to this yellow line. We have now been here once, twice. That third time, the more times we get to these levels, the less likely they are to hold, guys. Okay. So just be aware. We come back down to this yellow line. It's not going to be so nice of a reaction, right? We're right here, just one quick wick, didn't even get down to the line, just barely hit that box. This time we had a few more candles closing, had some wicking below, a few more candles kind of hung out here a little bit longer. We come back down here again, guys. It's not going to be such a nice view for us right there. I think it'd be a little bit more hard tested even than this previous time. And that's where you could potentially see it breaking back below. And we back test that level as a resistance, guys. And that's where we're coming back down to our next lower time frame level at 37521. If we were to go below that, we're looking at 36034, guys. But like I said, you can see we're already getting a reaction off this level. Like I said, okay, out that 39660, you can see how that's acting as level of importance. I want to see a reaction here and start moving back up to test that red line again. I don't want to go much lower than where we're at right now, guys. Let's jump over to our daily view. Remember, this is our supply and demand zone chart, guys. This is where we have our upper supply zone. This is dating back all the way to December, where we came down, found it as support, flipped this as resistance over the past 3 months. And we have our demand zone here where we've had some wicking down, and this was bought up extremely quickly. And this has always been sold off over the past 3 or 4 months, guys. And this is our ascending level of ascending level of support that is now flipped as resistance as we come down. And if we flip this to a 12-hour chart, it's a little bit more legible right here, where you can see we've come down. This is where I said we could bounce off, and you see we had some reactions off this, dip down below, and then came up and tested this yellow line. And that was that level on the daily view that I said we needed to break, hold back test represented by this line right here, right? I showed you we need to come up, hold that level. That's where we can see continuation. We failed to do so, came back down, lost this level with volume, guys, okay? So we had that big red candle after coming down, finding support, coming up, lost it with volume, came down, created a new low, right? We created a lower low, okay? Typically what you see when we do that, we create a lower low, we'll come back up and have some type of retracement, okay? So look, we created a lower low right here. We had retracement, came down, created another lower low. Come up, have some retracement. Now we're coming back down. And so far, guys, so far, all this is on a 12-hour, on a daily view, all we're doing right now, guys, is we've had a retracement to test this level as resistance, guys. And now we're getting denied at resistance and falling back down, guys. So on this daily view, this is pretty bearish outlook. This is pretty bearish. Until we get back above this ascending level of support, I don't like the look of this, guys, okay? I know that we've had a nice reaction right here. This was a great, bullish engulfing candle. But now all we're doing is barting back down so far, guys. So on this daily view, let's see. I wouldn't want to go look where all these candles look. This candle right here, look, this is where this one closed right here, and this is where all these ones open. Okay, so on this daily view, we're looking at approximately 39.6, guys, 39.6, and like that lines up right here with that 39.660, guys. So again, 39.6 is kind of that level to watch right here, guys. We don't want to go too much lower than that, or else we're just coming right back down to where we started this pattern, guys. So that's what we're looking at on the lower time frames, the higher time frames, guys. Remember, we have this weekly outlook where our EMAs have crossed over, guys. Our 20 EMA has crossed below our 50 EMA on this weekly chart. And that's typically a bearish outlook in general. I'm not saying that we're going to do this, so we're going to have some massive capitulation event. I'm not saying we necessarily will 100% certainly have that, but it's definitely something to keep in mind that it is a possibility. Anyone that tells you it's not a possibility, we're only going to 100K straight away, is lying to you, okay? They're lying to you. This is certainly a possibility. Keep that in mind. However, what has also been historic with these crosses is that when we get this cross, you'll typically you can see a pump back in to these EMAs and test it once more before getting that denied. And just for reference, if we were to go test it right now, that EMA currently sits at about 42,750 or so, guys. 42,750, 42,800. Okay, so that's what we're looking at, guys, on the lower time frames, the daily view, this weekly view. If you have any questions, throw them down in the comments, guys. I'd appreciate you watching today. If you enjoyed the video, if you found it helpful, throw a like, throw a comment. Thanks for watching today, guys.